Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. And we're going to head to the Forbidden Zone today, but I thought I would change things up a little bit and use some of my new weapons. I'm going to try out this fist weapon a little bit. And we'll give the doggo gun a try. I've got a bunch of 357 ammo, so I might as well use it. 432 shots. I don't think that'll last very long. But let's upgrade it first.
Very good, sir.
There are some mods in here I can install. I've got 3 of them unlocked. K9000 anti-grav woofers, reduce weight, increased rate of fire, and increased damage 10%. Looks like that's it. That's going to set me back almost 10,000 caps, which is fine. There we go.
Forceps, nurse. This man's got a severe case of shoe lung.
It's got a scope. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Rick mentioned in the comments that this thing fires homing bullets. So it'll be good against the Night Stalkers. So we'll give it a try. Oh no, doggo. And we'll try the fist weapon against the lobotomites. So let's see, we're gonna go to the Forbidden Zone dome, which is north. Yeah, we can fast travel there pretty much. Maybe we'll get to meet Dr. Mobius. Oh, these guys. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my proton axe.
You won't escape me! Tail rocking on. You won't escape me! I see you. Now I... Roll!
There's so many of you. You keep coming.
Escape me! I see.
Oh, is this a Forbidden Zone right here?
You won't escape me!
Oh my god.
Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all!
They always seem to know where I am and where to look for me. Yeah, they're really trying to encourage me to craft my own ammo here. All of these scorpions drop the same materials: fission batteries, sensor modules. Ammo crafting material here. But I don't really need it. I'll take the ammo so I can sell it, but that's about it. So I want to go in there? Yeah, I guess so. If I keep going west, yeah, that just leads out there. Okay, let's go in. Robo Warfare Facility. Whoa, it is dark. Oh, God. It's a giant scorpion.
An intruder is here.
Let's, do a hard save here.
In the name of all that is Mobius!
We got a boss fight. Let's try to be sneaky. Activate drone control terminal. X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion test log. The Saturnite armor plating on the giant Robo-Scorpion has exceeded expectations, mostly. While it's virtually impervious to small arms fire, the sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype subsystems. We'll have to look into improved EMP shielding for the next prototype. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as a precaution. Radiation is no big deal. Don't worry about it. Target drone effectiveness log. The constant improvements to the giant Robo-Scorpion has rendered the protection models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, they're little more than distractions. Oops. Activate target drones. We'll activate them. I think the Scorpion's gonna murder them all pretty quickly. Let's see what happens. There they are. Let's get a close-up. One down. Fried him. Yeah, that Scorpion is big. I'm gonna have to well, I got my EMP gun with me. Alright. I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot of damage. I'll probably have to I don't know. That note suggested it has shields or something. Maybe I have to lower the shields with this and then damage him with the axe. I guess I could fight him with just this gun, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Let's see. Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on the giant Robo-Scorpion's generator. Damn thing shut down right in the middle of weapons testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once. And if some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, well, weak point? Activate backup generator? Warning, activating backup power at this stage can damage or destroy the prototype. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes. Is that really going to destroy it? That did a little damage. Ow, God. I'm radiated. Alright. Okay. Radex, Radaway, Stim Pack, and Medex. Where's my Medex? There we go.
You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius!
Alright, we're going in melee. Ow!
Crush them with your pincers!
Let's see if I can survive. Yeah. It hurt.
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, God.
Ah, there's our victim. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
Broke my leg. Arm. So much radiation in here. Yeah, they did complain about radiation from the laser. Alright, right away.
You can't avoid.
I gotta get close.
Focus the attack.
Ah, he's gonna blow. Oh, God. Well, that wasn't too bad. Level up. Well, everything's maxed out. Can't raise my skills any higher. I can get more perks, though, every other level. Duffel bag. Oh, coffee mug. Here, I'll get those for my little robo friend back home. Emergency shutdown terminal password. Oh, is that what I would use to, maybe shut down the scorpion, destroy it, without having to fight it? The stealth option. Well, I had to fight it. Well, now we get to confront Morbius in person. Is he a robot like the others? Security turret. Audio sample, Mobius's Robo-Scorpion. Look at all that ammo. You found the recalibration file for the sonic emitter. Take it to the jukebox. I will. Make it sound like Mobius? Another layer. I'm not going to take this one. Well, I took it on accident. Okay, well, I have it now. I already have a few of them back home. Oops. Alright, let's go say hi to Mobius. Looks exactly like the other facility. Just, color-coded differently. I like this one. I like the green lights. You work here all by yourself? Your screen's broken.
Huh? Yo! Hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days.
You're a little messed up.
You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
You're a hallucinating robot? Thanks for the mentat. Thank you.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty.
Oh, you'll like the berry mentats in Fallout 76. I don't think they're in this game.
Zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Yeah, I thought it would be a lot more hostile. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way.
Thank you.
You are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
But I need to leave here. Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Repair 75. I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
No more hallucinations. All right, we helped him out. Can you tell me about your robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Is that why you made them yellow? I was curious about some things, more things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Yeah, don't mix mentats and psycho. I think it messed up his brain. Wait, sounds like you build the robo-scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied?
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with...
Trying to live out your fantasies?
Like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Science 50, you reprogram their names as part of recursion loop? Wait, what, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Yes, I remember all that. A recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information, so... They've got information in their brains, but they're not sharing it with me, or they were programmed not to.
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
Klein, Mobius, O's in a circle, 8s, an infinity symbol, they're all loops. I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended.
I don't know what Klein has to do with the loop.
Actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
I can correct him on the Ouroboros. Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros? I guess he mispronounced it slightly. Boris. Oh, was that was Klein's name? Okay. Ouroboros.
Really?
Klein's old name, I think.
Likely to make an error in anything I do.
Maybe. I don't remember. Let's see. If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There were other visitors, though. Why am I different?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
The bullet that went into my brain? Dr. Mitchell tried to patch me up. Yeah, let's try that.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around.
That's right.
Mentats.
I'm so smart.
In any event, you showed up at
Mentats
the
make me
think tank,
dumber.
And because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem. And the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So he wants to keep him in here. Maybe he thinks they'll do too much damage outside. Klein said they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So
Whoa.
watch it, potty mouth.
Don't knock luck.
My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put your brain, back into its skull properly.
What is the purpose of these technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
But the think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
Okay, so they were going to use these items to escape. Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying
Lay
so.
the praises on me. Alright.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
Anything else I can ask him about? I can give different responses to some of the stuff that... to some of his earlier statements. The only wrinkle is the one that bullet made going into my brain pan.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, we heard that. I think that's it. So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave, ever?
Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
So you set your threats on a loop to keep them occupied?
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
Do you know anything about the other visitors?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him, slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force. The other...
I think that's Father Elijah.
Different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank to climb, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it. All that had happened.
That's the other courier.
Shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge elsewhere.
Okay, enough, I'm here to kill you. Is that the only option?
And
Yeah, I don't have any other. Alright, I have to say I'm here to kill you.
oh, intriguing. I've never been killed before. Although, after that time I got that phlegmy discharge in my biogel, I wished I had been.
Ew.
Well, if there's going to be killing, I defer to your expertise in this matter. How should we begin? Engineering viruses, cancerratic beams, atomics, electrocutioning? Or should I summon my minions?
No, this isn't a science project. Can do it with a bullet. What minions?
Whoa, have they not constructed themselves yet? That's a bit premature of me. The Robo-Scorpions, of course. They can assemble themselves from floor panels and parts scattered about. Quite inventive. Never really know when they might suddenly appear. Minions, destroy this intruder!
Yeah, they just sort of appear out of nowhere.
Or perhaps make it more dramatic. Minions, to me!
Wait, I don't want to kill you?
Oh yes, that's quite a bit better.
Ah. He's invisible. Alright, I guess we have to kill him. Ah, shoot. I'm not healed up. Medics. And super stim pack. Mark 6B. Ah.
I am imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers.
Ah. Out of my way. Ah. Don't blow up on me. Ow. Man, I love this axe.
Imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now. If I lose another monitor...
Yeah, I just fixed your monitor. That's a shame I had to kill him. The quest. Satisfy Dr. Mobius's curiosity about what it's like to be killed. Level up again. Alright, this is a nice helpful perk that should work with any weapon. Faster reload. 25% faster. Alright, what do you got on you? Lots of mentats. Lots of psycho. Well, I hope he enjoyed the being killed experience. Now I gotta return to the think tank. Get some answers. Yeah, it just sounds like he was worried about what would happen if the other scientists got out. Yeah, we're doing some wacky stuff here. The Night Stalkers, the Cazadors. I don't like any of it. What else they got in here? More toasters. Lots of mentats. God, oh my god. The entire room is just filled with mentats. This is the mentats room. And, Psycho. Not a whole lot of Psycho. Maybe the Psycho room is this one. Well, there's one Psycho. Scientist scrubs. What is that sound? Ah. It's my brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Is my brain talking to me? Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick? There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Why are you British? Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre science experiments, hygiene is a top priority.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Listen, you're my brain, so you'd better be more respectful.
Oh, had I? What exactly will you do if I don't? Not put me back in that cranial dungeon you call your head? Heavens forbid.
My brain has its own personality. How is this possible? Once you're back in my head, I'll watch television. Lots and lots of television. All day long. It's gonna be Friends reruns. 24/7.
You wouldn't. That's inhuman.
I would, and I'd follow it up with an alcohol and ant nectar cocktail every night.
You're a monster. A deranged, self-destructive monster.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
You don't like my body?
From my perspective, here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Don't look for a place to urinate then. Just go wherever you are. But what about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, and love? And also murdering people?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Speech 75. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking these hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
With your brain and my body, we could take over the world. So what do you say, brain? Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why, they promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but Really?
I mean,
Once
kinda.
I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
I'll handle the brains. You stay here. You'll be more useful outside my head. Alright, I'll handle the brains. You stay here.
That arrangement suits me fine. Do try not to get too many holes drilled in your head, will you? I may want to drop by for sentimental reasons. Right then, you'd best be off, hadn't you? The think tank will be waiting. No, don't worry about me. When you're gone, I'll flush myself over to the sink. It's amazing how far you can get in this place with a good flush. I'll keep myself hidden in the ductwork. Klein won't suspect I'm inside the dome, so he won't know the pacification field no longer works on us. I can also upgrade the sink's autodock with the procedures to reinstall your heart and spine, assuming you want all that flesh and gristle back. With any luck, I'll see you in the sink when this is all over.
I think I prefer my new spine. Artificial heart and spine. They seem more efficient. Alright, so he can flush himself to my other base. And I can reinstall him anytime, I think. Well, let's see if we can find a peaceful resolution here. Psycho, bobby pins. Not much in there, just a storage room. More ammo and axes. Mentats. I think we're just about done here. Magazine. That's a rather large robo-brain. That's larger than normal, isn't it? It's almost twice as large. Alright, yeah, I think we're done here. Dr. Mobius and his curiosity has been satisfied. Alright, I think we're done here. Dr. Mobius's curiosity has been satisfied. There's Dr. Mobius's glove. That's a weapon. Critical hit frenzy. Energy weapon -5, perception -2. Critical hit frenzy. It looks oh, the lighting's not good. Okay, it's shiny. Alright. I'm weighed down. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here, and then next time we'll go back and have a chat with the other scientists. Tell them that we took down Mobius, and I got some questions for them, like, what are their plans once they break out of here? So, we have some optional tasks here, too. Oh yeah, reinstall spine and heart, got it. Not sure I want to do that yet, we'll see. But yeah, now we confront Klein and end our imprisonment. That doesn't mean we're going to be done. I think we'll do that next time. But we still have a lot to explore here, so we won't quite be done yet. But that'll do it for this episode. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.